Alright, hello my beautiful friends, it's Laciey Lovely here today, and today I am continuing my back to school series, and this is the first official episode. Are you excited? Because I'm excited. And like the reason, if you haven't seen my other intro to this series, I'll link it down below, but basically what I'm doing weekly is I'm uploading a video in August and maybe September on like back to school. It just depends on like when this one will go out, but it is, I know school can be daunting and can be hard, so this is just a series to kind of help you guys through your anxiety and stress about whatever grade you're going into. And this week's episode is on how to survive your freshman year of high school. So for me at least, and definitely something you should know before before finishing this video, is everybody's experience in high school is different, and so my advice might not work, but I'm trying to broaden it so that it works for everyone. But basically, my freshman year was one of my favorite years, and the reason why is because it's new and it's exciting, you know. Like I don't know if your guys' school was connected, where like there's a middle school and then there's also a high school, but that's how mine was. So it was really exciting to be in the high school, and I am from a small school, so I kind of knew the high school, but again at the same time I didn't. So the first week was definitely difficult because you deal with a lot of like getting lost issues. Like I remember in my school there's like a science and math hallway, and they gave us a tour before, but obviously you're not gonna remember everything. So I remember, I don't know if it was the first or second day, but I remember like I couldn't remember where the science classroom is, and so I walked around and like was super late to science because I couldn't remember where it was. So it's always difficult to try to, you know, find classes. So what I recommend is like getting someone who, like, becoming friends with people who are older than you, like sophomores or juniors or seniors. And it'll make your life a lot easier because they obviously know where everything is, and like you won't get as lost as easily, and pretty much that. Also what I did in my freshman year is I made sure I had a lot of classes with my friends, because like for me it's always like easier to be in a situation with someone else versus by yourself, because at least like if you're late with a friend and they don't know where it's at and you don't know where it's at, then you're both late together versus you just walking in the classroom by yourself. Like, does that make sense? It makes it easier when you're with friends. So make sure you look at your schedule beforehand and make sure you have a lot of classes with your friends. It just makes the experience more easy. And like I said before, I really recommend becoming friends with the higher classmen. And you know, it might seem like a very daunting task to become friends with the upperclassmen, because it's like they look at you as like, I don't know, fresh meat, or like you may think that they look at you to pick on you or whatever the case may be. And to be honest, like some of them do, but a lot of them don't at the same time. Like you're just a new student, you know. So don't like overblow everything, you know. Just absorb the, you know, experience and make it the best you can. Like, yeah, it's gonna be stressful and it's gonna suck because it's like your first real experience in high school, but the more you become friends with other people, especially like the higher classmen, the better you'll be off. Like I remember when I was a freshman, like I was really good friends with this one girl, and we had been friends ever since I was young, but like I expanded to being friends with some other freshmen, and I expanded to being really close friends with a senior, and me and that senior are actually, or she was a senior back then, but me and her are actually still like incredible friends. And even though like it made it a lot easier having a senior as a friend, because like I remember like one of the senior pranks that year was like the seniors threw water balloons at freshmen, and so like when we got water balloons thrown at us and we were soaking wet in school, our senior friends who didn't, let me just make that clear, didn't throw water balloons at us, took us to our house and we were able to change. So it makes it a lot easier having a lot more connections. Like, don't be a snob, don't think you're better than people, and don't be afraid of other people too. Just like be yourself, join a ton of clubs. That's another thing I recommend, is joining as many clubs as you can, whether it's student council. We had a thing at our school called STARS, which I didn't join till my sophomore year, but like join a sport, join photo club or photography club, or join computers club, or join an art class, or join FFA or FBLA, or you know, whatever. Join all the clubs that interest you, because it's really going to benefit you when it comes to making friends. And making friends is very vital to surviving your freshman year of high school. So that's all I can really think about as far as freshman year. It's just, you know, just put yourself out there and hope for the best. And like when you put yourself out there, the best will come to you. So don't stress about it too much. Get your work done. Obviously, don't screw around and think, oh, I'm just a freshman and grades don't matter, because it'll bite you in the butt when you're a senior. So don't screw around. Get your work done. Turn it in on time. Be nice to your teachers, because they don't like freshmen. I noticed that a lot when I was a freshman, is a lot of teachers do not like freshmen, and I don't know if it was just at my school or what, but yeah, just be nice and make as many memories as you can, honestly, because to me at least, my freshman year was the best year, because it's all new. And you know, like, you know, when you have that new kid at school and you're like, oh, let's go become friends with the new kid because he's new, and like you don't know anything about them. That's kind of what it is like to be a freshman. So that's about all the advice I could give you. I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode of how to survive high school. Make sure you guys subscribe down below so you can see the second episode, which will be on how to survive your sophomore year of school. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.